Mike Jones Beats.
Cause I know I'm getting money and I know when they see me coming, I know they want for me. I know they want my position, I got the flow lock cause the shit is so top notch. I got the drop on you niggas, my bitch in the field while I watch from the skybox. I met her ass in some Fendi, her makeup was Fenty.
Mike Jones Beats.
Okay.
Need to wait in line like everybody else.
All right.
Then we got
All right, folks. Make way.
Why? They don't have to
Make
let
way.
you in.
yeah.
They don't have to let you in. No, we've been waiting for hours. We do not. We've been waiting for hours.
Don't interfere with my job, okay? Do not interfere.
What?
We're interfering, okay?
I ain't interfering.
Make a way, folks. Make a way.
So I'm not here.
What are you talking
Make
about?
a way. Make a way. Clear a way.
Hey, you
Clear a way.
Hey! Oh, wait.
Put your hand behind your back for me. Put your hand behind your back for me. Partner, put your hand behind your back for
Now
me.
you want to change to somebody? Get your out of here now.
That's all right. That's all right.
Straight to the challenge. But you did assault me. I didn't know. Sit that off.
Excuse me. Get out of the way, man. I'll take you to jail, too.
She said, Gilly, me and my ex-boyfriend been friends now for about 4 months. He asked me to come with him. He was going to handle this deal. When we get there and we do the transaction, he will off on me and leave me there with the people. So now the people thinking I set them up. What you think I should do, Gilly? Well, the first thing you should do is thank God that them niggas didn't throw you on the grill and turn you into barbecue chicken, bitch. That nigga's your ex for a reason. And ever since y'all broke up, he probably wanted you to fuck dead, but he didn't know how to go about it. Then he came up with the master plan. Okay, I'ma go down here, I'ma rob Jose and these niggas. And then they gonna help me out and lay this bitch down like baby hairs. Right.
You're very beautiful.
I know.
Why do you smell so good?
Because I don't use deodorant and I only take bubble baths.
kid with her. She got a baby with her. Got a kid with her, man. That's too much, man. You a female, that's too much. She got a mask on. She got a mask on. The baby even got a mask on. That's too much, man.
You still need the mask on. All right, you ain't even gonna get 7,000 people in the building right now with no mask. She's not gonna hit a cop. She's not gonna hit a cop. I hit her, bitch. You heard her. You can't hit a cop. Get off me, I'm not talking. Get me up.
That's too much. Yo, take a kid with her.
That's our first snack. But don't eat it, okay? I'm coming right back. Do not eat it. You sit right here. Don't eat that snack. No, you didn't. Oh my God, you can eat it now.
BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? How's everybody doing today? There's a couple of things we're going to discuss. One of the things we're going to discuss is what happened to that lady on that train. That was some bullshit. But before we even get to the, I'm sorry, gas, whatever. Before we even get to to give appreciation to the people that gave the drops yesterday, and before we get to the roll call, we need to discuss something real quick, because it's just, I love some of y'all, I really do. I'm not saying this out of I'm not angry at anybody, I'm not upset at anybody. I just think that we need to get this message out. So first, I need y'all to listen to this, right? So what's up, y'all? BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? All right, so I just want to say something real quick. Yo, look, everybody that keep hitting me talking about stop covering Tekashi, I'm promoting them, or whatever the case is, I'm literally the media. Do I come to wherever your job is, where you work at, and say, I don't like that thing right there, stop doing it? That's one. Two, please, everybody that's getting upset at me because I'm not over here talking about how he need to be locked up in jail or dead or some shit like that. Y'all mad I'm not saying that? I want y'all to stop posting about how police are killing people, and I need y'all to stop posting about racism, because basically you're trying to control propaganda or create propaganda, and that's basically what racist and police do. So you're doing what they do. So please, don't be a hypocrite. If you don't got integrity, don't hit me up on shit. On top of that, I love some of y'all, so please stop creating a situation. You feel me? Some of y'all I really do love. Later. All right, so this is the new thing we're going to start doing. When y'all leave dope comments on the IG, I'm going to be publishing them over here. So from now on, when y'all leave dope comments on the IG pertaining to whatever, you know, I post or whatever the case might be, and I really like the comment, we gonna put it up over here. So we putting up homeboy over here. The first thing I want to point out is dude is a 2.0. Can we salute the 2.0s out there? Dude's a 2.0. That mean that he said something, I blocked the fool, and then he made a whole new account and followed me back. So just before we get into what he said, homeboy a whole 2.0 out this bitch. Just so we can be clear on that. All right, so hold on. He goes on to say, I had to stand up and clap for that. I had to stand up and clap for that one. I've been following for over a year, and it's not allegedly, but what I have to say is you keep doing what you're doing, because unless my memory serves me right, the reason I found out about you was because everybody else was stealing the stories from you, and by me doing my own due diligence, it kept leading me back to you as the creator of the story that everybody was stealing. So keep putting out what nobody else is putting out so that they can steal it from you, because the originator is always the creator. I'm glad to somebody who actually out there and covers stories. Only people just click it, and I don't know, like the wording is a little maybe I'm not reading it in the appropriate, you know, the way it was supposed to be said, cadence, but you get the point. Shout out to that guy. I have no idea how to say his name, but shout out to him and shout out to all the 2.0s. That's a fact. Not feeling like you too good and too big on yourself to have gotten kicked and then just make another account and to be civil. So shout out to all the 2.0. Shout out to that dude. I just want to put that out there because I keep getting a lot of shit for covering Tekashi. I've always been getting a lot of shit for covering Tekashi. I get a lot of shit for covering Tekashi, right? But who would you rather have covering Tekashi? Somebody who's just going to lie because they hate him? Somebody who's going to lie because they love him? Or somebody who's just going to say, you know what? I don't care about none of this shit. This is what happened. Who the fuck do you want covering stories for you? That's what I want to know. Could we put that in the comment section? Who you want covering stories for you? Somebody who is not biased? Somebody who's biased, because you know, we need those bias reports out there. Anyway, let's get y'all can vote while I'm going through people who donated to the chat last night. I don't think we had too many. I think last night was one of those nights where a lot of y'all was just sleeping or some shit. I don't know what was going on last. Shout out to y'all though, and I'm definitely appreciative. I'm just making jokes. Shout out to Michael Butler with the $2 drop. Shout out to God Among Gamer Greatness with the $4.99 drop. Okay, yeah, so that was the other day. With the $4.99 drop. Hold on. Let me just make sure everything is. Shout out to Brooklyn Born with the $10 drop. Definitely appreciate you. Yo, I appreciate everybody that sent to the Cash App and to the PayPal. Just so y'all know. I know y'all like to have y'all, from me speaking with people, I know y'all like to have your shit come up, your comments and everything. But if you send it through PayPal or if you send it through Cash App, I'm going to let people see your comments. I'm going to let people know. You feel me? You just got to, I got to turn the volume up. All you got to do is put in the chat if you send something that you sent something. So if I miss it, I'll read it. One more thing before we get to the roll call. Somebody left a comment. I want to comment on it real quick. Tiandre Willis said, my Patreon is active, but it's attached to the wrong account, so I'm not green. Tiandre Willis, one, stay on Patreon. Everybody should go sub the Patreon, even if I'm not making Patreon videos. The Patreon helps support this channel. The only reason why I'm not making Patreon videos is because it's a lot of work to put videos out here, put videos out on Patreon, do IG, research stuff. Like, it's a lot of shit that I do over here. So I don't have no videos on Patreon yet, but we are trying to get somebody to run that account. Once I get somebody to run the Patreon account, we're going to have a ton of shit over there. So subscribe to the Patreon. That helps to keep the channel going, period. But you don't want to, what you also want to do is there's a join button, Tiandre Willis. It might not be on your phone. If you have a iPhone, you have to have an Android. There's a join button on every video. If you don't have an Android, you can use a computer, a regular computer. And it'll be a join button on every single video. When you click on the video, it's right next to the subscribe button. It's gonna be a join button. That's how you join the green team. We're gonna talk about 6ix9ine, but we're talking about something else first. If y'all knew, I'm just gonna put y'all on the game real quick. If y'all knew the type of people that be in here stealing the stories and going back, and I'm not even saying stealing because I'm fine with that. I just wish more people that got their content from me just said they got it from the BBN. You feel me? But it's hard to say that you got it from the BBN network when you look at the channel and then you see a bunch of cocksuckers trying to get me into arguments all day. You feel me? So people don't want to give me they don't want to be associated with me because we got cocksuckers over here that's trying to get into arguments all day trying to slow up our grind. You feel me? So in reality, slowing up their own grind because I bring a lot of eyes to our side of the internet. So our side of YouTube, I bring a lot of eyes over here. So you're not just slowing up my grind, you're slowing up your own grind, idiot. Anyway, with that being said, let's get to the show today. Let's go through roll call. What's up, the business? How you doing today? We got James S in the house. Salute. What up, that MB? Haven't seen you in a while, that MB. How you doing, my brother DSTN, the non-bigness? Renee Ricketts, how you doing this morning? What up, Scarred Music? Haven't seen you in a while, my brother. Hope you're doing well down there in Chile. What up, Ivan the Traveler, Dupree Grayson, Neum Hines? How you doing? What up, Frank Cali, Midnight Myers? Midnight Myers says, good morning, BBN fam. Salute. What up, Mr. Jones? Mr. Jones said, what's up, Frost? Salute. What up, The Real Drone? Dawn Sierra? I guess that person decided to not use that account. I have no idea. Oh, they back. They said, what's poppin', Jack? Ain't you Crispin? How you doing this morning? This is Good Morning Jack Frost and the BBN family. Salute to all in the chat. God bless. Let's get it. What up, Juju Thomas? Who else we got up in here? Mastermind, DZ, Rue Jones, Eshawn. Yeah. How y'all doing this morning? What up, New York Silver Stacker? Daddy Fat Stacks. Did I say DZ? I might have said DZ. What up, Lambo, Gully Boy Revolution? Sparky Sparks it up. Liberty Hazelton. Where your other account at, Liberty? I'm just saying. Liberty Hazelton said BBN Jack Frost admin. Salute, famo. We in this bitch. Bag swinging. Let's get it. What up, William Summersville? How you doing this morning, my brother? Always appreciate you. What up, LV the Slap? Everybody go to YouTube. Check out LV the Slap. He got some banging ass music. I'm sure y'all gonna love it. He BBN. Let's get it. Who else we got up in here? John Becknell. Who else we got up in here? We said Tiandre Willis when I was talking about the shit that he was talking about, but we're gonna call him out again because we haven't given him a real introduction. What up, Tiandre Willis? How you doing this morning, my brother? What up, Rio Martinez? Salute. We got admins up in the house. You already know what it is. What up, M Boogie? Who else we got up in here? Wayno says, peace, Jack and the BBN family. Hope all y'all safe and well. That's a fact. I hope everybody's safe and well, except for the idiots. I mean, the evil people. I want the idiots to be safe and well also. But the evil people, yeah, it could come or go. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? What up, Antisocial DNB C Pablo? How you doing today? What up, Prince to Amir? How you doing, my brother? We also got Brooklyn Born and Lauren Lease, Big Shad, A Hunter, Elusive, Salute. What up, CB Whammon? Salute. What up, Super Chucky B, Whitney's World, Glenn Ortegra, Crisis Black, Noble T. Patterson, Cash is King. Yeah! How's everybody doing this morning? What up, Rashawn Chung? Did I say Lauren Lease? I might have said Lauren Lease. Let's get to it. Let's get to the show. We gonna get to the show. All right. What up, Frank Sharper? Frank Sharper was like, yo, that nigga messed my name, man. How you gonna miss my name like that, homeboy? Yo, Frank Sharper, not for nothing. You sound like you might, your name looks like you might sound like that. Hey, yo, homeboy, man. How you gonna miss one of these old timers like me's names, homeboy? You know what I used to do back in your days? We ate grits with chitlins. Back in my day, we ate grits with chitlins. By the way, I ain't eat no chitlins, homie. Anyway, so real quick, let's get to the actual stories we're gonna be talking about today. Thank you very much. Somebody thinks I'm ugly as fuck. Coincidentally, I thought I was uglier than that, so thanks for the compliments. I agree with you. What up, number one fan, Pittsburgh? Can we get this fool up out of here early? bags. Could we drop bags on homeboy head? We need to hit homeboy with every bag in existence. There's bags that don't exist yet. What we're gonna do is this time machine. We're gonna jump in the time machine. We're gonna go to the future. We're gonna collect some of these future bags. And then we're gonna come back to the present. And then we're gonna hit Mr. #1 fan Pittsburgh in the present with the future bags. That's the plan. That's the plan. Also, these future bags is going to have future bricks in them. So we're going to hit this guy with the future bags and with the future bricks. Then in his present face. Shout out to him. All right, so let's get to it. Let's get to it. I'm feeling good today, ladies and folks. Are we going to get a drop yet? Coincidentally, we've been live already for 21 minutes. There has been 0 drops. This is how you doing me? All right, whatever, nigga. Let's get to the show. I wanted y'all to listen to the Gilly thing, right? But before we go to Gilly, could we give a shout out to this tattoo right here? I need y'all to go follow Bronx Inc. over there. I fuck with homie. I need y'all to follow Bronx Inc. Ain't that shit lit? Look at that tattoo. I don't even get tattoos, homie. I'm just speaking just from me talking. That tattoo lit. Go follow Bronx Inc., man. He got a spot over here on 149th Street. So if you in the Bronx and you trying to get tats, he got a spot over. Shout out to Rue Jones for the $5 drop. He dropped the $5. He ain't leave no comment. He looking around the room. I think Rue Jones is calling you out. I think Rue Jones is calling you out. But look at that tat. That tat is lit. All right, that's 1. 2, I don't know why they put the plane in it. Are they saying that the plane is gonna now run into the freaking into that tower? I don't know, but that's a dope ass tat. Go check out Bronx Inc. on IG. Go support the brother. All right, so this is what I want to talk about today. Real quick, one of the things we're going to be talking about is we're about to talk about that lady in the subway first. We're also going to be talking about the situation involving if everybody that don't know, Jay Hood came out and said he tried to get Thicky McThickums for a video. And when he tried to get, shout out to Crisis Black with the Petty Wars. Petty Wars! He said, who down to be petty this morning? Crisis Black with the $5 and 1 cent drop. Liberty Hazelton with the $2 drop. Nobody knows. I think Liberty Hazelton meant to bring more money out, but he had his eyes closed. That's just jokes. Anyway, let me move on. So apparently, what ended up happening was Jay Hood tried to get Thicky to go and do a video shoot for him, and she wanted $5 and he only wanted to pay her $3. Now, I don't know how that goes, to be honest with you, but if she wanted $5, I don't think that was too big of a difference. Like, there's no tell. I'm pretty sure he could have got $2 million. He could have got $2,000 from somewhere and just gave her $5, just so we can be honest. I mean, I think him not giving her the $5 was a personal thing. Just like I think him coming out and talking about it now is because a lot of people just want to have their names attached to Tekashi. And the easiest way to get your name attached to Tekashi right now is to talk to her. Shout out to William Summersville with the $5.99 drop. Why do you think some of these other rappers was like these young up-and-coming rappers is trying to stand next to her? Like Homeboy that was acting like he was her boyfriend and then later on was like he's not her boyfriend. You feel me? You feel me? He was like, oh man, it was all a game. And what about Homeboy that just got locked up? You feel me? Do you understand where I'm coming with this? So there are people that they're trying to use her. You understand what I'm saying? But she also needs to make a living. So what you expect her to do? You feel me? So I'm not even mad at her. Shout out to James S with the petty drop. William Summersville dropped $5.99. So James X, he dropped $6. And he didn't even leave no comment. He could have sold his masters for $2,000. You are funny, DSTN. Does he own his masters? That's right. Divine Intervention said it's smart. If you can't get 6ix9ine, you can't get his double in the dress. Two things I want to say about Thicky. One, I think she's handling herself pretty well on social media with the other people. Like the interaction that she had with Future. Is somebody, all you gotta do is say Cash App, homie. You don't gotta tell me how much you sent. You funny. Shout out to so I can know who you are. Now I know who you are, Mr. Jones. Shout out to Mr. Jones with the $3 drop. Definitely appreciate you. Next time, leave a comment, homie, so I have something to go off of. Can y'all leave fucking drops? Oh, wait, hold on. And it's not a petty drop. If you leave a drop and it's not a petty drop, please leave a comment so I could get something funny to say off of the damn thing. But we are gonna give you a thumbs up. And shout out to Brooklyn Born with the $10 drop. Definitely appreciate you, my brother. You the man. Leave some comments in there if it's not a petty drop. So I could like freestyle. You know what I'm saying? Not for nothing, I'm really good at freestyling. That's why I think I'm really good at this shit. I'm really good at thinking of shit right at that moment. So that's probably why I'm good at this shit. Anyway, I think her interaction with Future was a win. I don't think Future lost. Let's just be clear on this. I don't think Future lost at all. That's Future Hendrix. He ain't lose. You feel me? But I think that she handled herself really well. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I think she handled herself well. I think that a year ago, she would have handled it different and she would have looked bad. That's just my opinion. But also a year ago, she was really close with that particular agency. So I'm just saying. You found your own rich, Liberty. You know what? We're going to have a vote, Liberty. We're going to have a vote. You know what, Liberty? I got something else I got planned for you. I got something else I've already been thinking about that I got planned for you. And it's really something that I need you to do. And I think that it's something that you and yours over there with your people over there, is something y'all enjoy, and it's cross promotion. So it's something y'all gonna love. Copy. But let me get back to you on that, because I'm great at cross promotion. Just people that usually don't trust me and shit. Now, I'm gonna tell you some funny shit real quick. I be trying to do cross promotion with people, but it's like people don't want to do cross promotion with me. Even though my platform is bigger than some of the people's platform I'm trying to do cross promotion with, so I'm literally helping you get more eyes on you, they still want me to pay them. What in the hell? You want me to pay you to promote you? Are you crazy? Just so we could be clear, I'm never paying anybody to promote them. Just so we could be clear. That's not happening. Yeah, I think she handled herself really well. I don't think she's a bad person. I think that she was manipulated. I think that she was ran astray. I think that she was confused. I think that there was people that was around her that was much more intelligent than her as far as trickery and deception goes. And that's what I think. I think they wanted to screw over Tekashi, so maybe one or two people turned his baby mama all the way against him. And that's why he don't fuck with her. Because if somebody, think about this real quick. If you got somebody that you in love with, or that you love, or they're close to you, or they supposed to be your backbone, right? And then they switch up on you for some other dudes and line you up or put you in a situation where you fucked. That's an emotional you just, it's hard for me to explain, but like you just broken, like it's hard for me to explain. Like I couldn't imagine having my heart broken by somebody that wanted me to have me killed also, or wanted to have me in jail also. And that's how she's coming off. You understand what I'm saying? Definitely trauma. But I'm just saying, I can't imagine that. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Imagine having your heart broken by somebody who is publicly saying that they want you in jail and publicly saying that they want you dead. And there's a rumor out there about them sleeping with people that was close to you and in your camp. You understand what I'm saying? So she got a long fight ahead of her. Those people fucked her over. She got a long fight ahead of her. And this future back and forth showed that she's a little internet savvy. So, you know, maybe a couple of other people might want to get into a back and forth with her for fun. You understand what I'm saying? That MB is 100% right. You disown a person that does that. Do y'all understand what the real problem is? Why Tekashi probably doesn't have nothing to do with his daughter? Do y'all really understand what the real? This is why I don't pay attention to nobody talking about Tekashi not being with his daughter. I don't pay attention to none of that. People that got baby mamas that did them dirty or understand what Tekashi is going through. If you do not have a baby mama that did you dirty, you cannot understand what Tekashi is going through. You just can't. How can he go spend time or do anything with his daughter without allowing an individual who wants him to go to jail and wants him dead to have access to him? Also, you don't want to give her no money. If somebody tried to get me killed or want me dead, I'm guaranteeing you right now, I'm going to be doing everything in my world to make sure that they can never benefit from me. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. So Tekashi's supposed to allow for this, to pay for this lady's well-being. And I'm not mad at her, by the way. I'm not trying to talk negative about her. I'm just explaining. Tekashi's supposed to make sure that she's living well and that she's doing well after she's been talking about how she want him to do 40 to 50 to 60 to 70 years, basically, because 47 years was the minimum. So he could have got 60 to 70. He could have got 100. So she wants him to either live the rest of his life in jail or be dead. That's what she's been publicly saying. I don't know how she really feels. I'm only talking about what she's been publicly saying. She wants him to be dead or in jail. And now you're going to support her and make sure that she lives a good life for the next 10 years of her life, 7, 8, 9, 10 years of her life. You're going to support her? You got to take me to court. I'm letting you know right now. I'll just be the way that I am, wait for my daughter to get to 18, and then when she get to 18, give her the fucking world. I'm keeping it a buck. You tried to get me killed? I'm not even talking about the sleeping with the homies part. If that's true, you tried to get me killed and wanted me to go to jail for my entire life? Nah, we're not doing that. You're not doing that. Yeah, but if he takes the child away from her, they're going to hate her. They're going to hate him. He can't take the child away from the mother. You know how much hate he's going to get? Maybe he want to take the child away from the mother if you know, the hate is the good thing. Some people don't have a choice, Kenneth. Some people don't got a choice. That's my point. Some people don't got a choice. Some people don't have a choice. Waiting until your child get to 18 is the last option. That is the last option. Some people don't got a choice, man. There's people out here losing their lives over paternity suits, man. Once again, I'm not blaming her. Yo, Kenneth, is that the Kenneth I think it is? Is that the Kenneth I think it is? I'm not going to blow you up, but are you the Kenneth that I think you are? 59? Are you the Kenneth that I think you are? I'm not going to blow you up, but are you the Kenneth I think you are? Yeah, he got to stay away from her. He has to stay away from her. She's literally talking about she's siding with the people who are his ops. He can't I don't think she's going to try to get him killed, but he can't honestly, in his heart of hearts, probably believe that she might not try to line him up and get him hurt. She wanted him to go to jail, but then said he isn't supporting his child. That's crazy. Could we all just acknowledge? Time out. Could we just have a vote real quick? Could we have a vote real quick? Who thinks that is crazy? Who thinks it's crazy for her to want him to go to jail for the rest of his life, but also be upset that he's not giving money to their child? Who thinks that's crazy? That's crazy, in my opinion. You think that's crazy? You think that's normal? Can we have a vote real quick? You think that's crazy? You think that's perfectly normal? That's perfectly normal to want somebody to go to jail for the rest of their life. But after they don't go to jail for the rest of their life, to then be upset they're not giving money to their child. She doesn't speak without thinking. She has a bunch of people telling her to do a ton of different things, and she's doing most of them. And they're just conflicting with one another. That's what I think is happening. I'm not saying he shouldn't pay for his child. I'm saying that if somebody wanted me dead, they're not going to be able to touch a cent. If somebody wanted me dead, if somebody wanted me in jail for the rest of my life, I could wait till my child get 18. I'm keeping it a stack with you. I could wait. Because what's going to happen is sooner or later, when that child gets older, the child is going to see what the bullshit is. That's what a lot of y'all parents that do that bullshit, your child is going to get older. Your child is going to see what the bullshit is. Your child is going to then resent you for keeping you away from whoever or driving the other person away. That's what's going to happen. I think she thought publicly saying that he shouldn't cooperate will offer her some kind of protection, but she sounds crazy. All of that sounds good if there aren't allegations out there about her banging dudes that were his co-defendants. You see, because the allegations are out there that she allegedly banged dudes that was his co-defendants, an argument could be made that she just wanted her dick to come home. He's earning 7 figures, probably 8, by the way. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what that turns into. Whereas if there weren't any allegations out there about her sleeping with anybody in the team, then maybe it is, I'm just against rats. But there's an argument. Oh, you be more? All right, Kenny. But there's an argument that can be made that the only reason why she didn't want Tekashi to snitch is so her dick could come home. There's an argument that could be made for that. How could she commit perjury if she didn't get on the stand? She never took the stand. New York stressed child support. It's just you got so many people on child support out here that if you try to lock people up, the jails would be too full. That's fucked up. These are hard. That's another reason why I need a girlfriend. I need a girlfriend so I could buy us matching clothes and shit. So I could buy us clothes that not matching, but clothes and to make sure that the colors, so we could go out and be color coordinated. That's another reason why I need a girlfriend. So we could go out and be color coordinated together. I need a girlfriend for all the wrong reasons. I don't think this is as important to me as I think it is. I'm just stupid. Anyway, I just have fun with life, man, for the most part. Let me make sure nothing came through because I see that thing light up. Shout out to Mastermind with the $10 drop. I'm a little late on this one. Shout out to Mastermind with the $10 drop. He said, "Faux Mastermind." Shout out to Mastermind. That was one of the smartest drops I've ever seen. I think this drop is the most calculated drops of all drops that have ever been dropped. And I'm pretty sure your next drop is going to be just as calculated, Mastermind. They need to get you to help Trump. Whitney's World says, "I feel like the child support is innocent. That I feel like the child is innocent and what she did should have bearing on taking him out on the child. Okay, so his mother has been Tekashi's mother has been involved with the child. Why was Thicky McThickum saying that Tekashi wasn't involved with his daughter? But then all of a sudden now she comes out and says, maybe that was Tekashi, right? Maybe Tekashi and his peoples was like, we don't want people to know this, keep it secret. That could have happened. But Tekashi has not been as absent from, Tekashi's family hasn't been as absent from his life as people are trying to make it seem. I just want that to be known. Tekashi's mother has been around the child. Thicky said it herself. Copy? Also, J Hood, just give her the $5,000. What the fuck? You're going to fly her all the way out there to go do it. You know that if she's in your video, the shit's probably going to blow up and explode because people are going to say, oh, man, you know, Thicky McThickums or, you know, Tekashi's baby mama's in the video. So you know the video is going to do well. Pay her the $5,000. You did this shit on purpose. I bet you if she would have asked for $3,000, you would have wanted to give her $1,000 and then complained about that. That was some bullshit. She'd give her the damn $5,000. What the fuck? Jenny Lozano didn't get no notification today. Anybody else lack the notification? Just pay the $5,000, J Hood. You're not stunting on nobody. To me, you making yourself look like a broke nigga, and not because you broke, because you got $5,000 to give. You got $3,000 to give to Thicky. I don't. So I'm not saying that you're broke, but come on, man. You complaining over $2,000? Do you see what these other rappers is doing? Do you see the money that rappers is throwing away, and you complaining over $2,000? Pay her the fucking money, or don't even bother her. How about that? 9 times out of 10, you already knew what her price was. Copy? You trying to clout chase off of Tekashi. You couldn't clout chase off of Tekashi by having her in the video. Now you're trying to clout chase off of Tekashi by talking about how she was supposed to be in the video with you. Copy? That's what you're doing, J Hood. Let's keep it a stack. All right? Let's not fumble over words and shit. Don't worry. Little TJ clout chasing too, right? So shout out to you and Little TJ. Little TJ just decided to pay her the money. That's the difference. First of all, shout out to Little TJ keeping baby mamas employed. Could we give a shout out? Could we clap it up for Little TJ keeping baby mamas employed since, what year is this? Since 2020. No, since 2018. Keeping baby mamas employed. Shout out to Little TJ. I forgot his name. Keeping baby mamas employed since 2018. Was that 2019? I forgot what you were. I guess it was 2019. Since 2019, keeping baby mamas employed. Shout out to him. Not a shout out to motherfucking J Hood putting baby mamas on the unemployment line because you can't cough up an extra $2,000, you cheap bastard. I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. I'm making jokes. But dude, you could have gave her $2,000 more, man. Stop it. And you know she was worth it. Because you watch the numbers that Little TJ video is about to do. You screwed yourself. You would have made that damn $2,000 back tenfold. Shout out to Dave Brown. Shout out to the UK. That's a fact. Salute to everybody from across the pond. Yeah, man. She's $5,000 to have Thicky in your video, and she's directly attached to Tekashi 6ix9ine. That's a fucking bargain. You played yourself, J Hood. You should have kept that shit to yourself. I'm gonna make fun of you almost every day about this shit now. Shout out to Thicky for not doing the damn video. Know your worth. I wish you would have knew your worth before, and these damn accusations about you wouldn't be out there. 3 round-trip plane tickets. Oh, he was also offering 3 round-trip plane tickets? But to where? Because if the 3 round-trip plane tickets is $150 a piece, $200 a piece, he could have still gave her $5,000. Get it? He could have gave her $4,000. Split the difference. That's how you do that. So I need to know how much those plane tickets cost first. Exactly. Chain plane tickets are cheap. Exactly. Exactly. So I need to know how much those plane tickets cost before I say that, you know what, that has the same thing. That she go out there, he's giving her plane tickets, right? She still got her expenses. So they're going to go out there. She's going out there with 3 people. They're going to spend about $1,000 before they fucking come back. So she going all the way out there to shoot this fucking video for $2,000? Come on, man. Y'all can't hate her that much. The want her to do that. We ain't doing that. Shit, I need to come. I got people in Vegas. I need to go out to Vegas. I'm not going to y'all casinos though. I'm not trying to get that that pandemic. Y'all niggas is wilding out there. I'm gonna put on a whole fucking hazmat suit and go get me a prostitute. I'm not gonna do that. But I mean, if you was a call girl or a prostitute or some shit, and the dude showed up to your room and that motherfucker's in a full hazmat suit, how are you gonna feel? How are you gonna feel? The nigga pull up in a full hazmat suit. I think he's not paying her because he don't want her to benefit from his success. Period. That's why he's not giving her money. He doesn't think that she deserves to benefit from his success. If I believed, whether it's true or not, if I believed somebody was sleeping with my peoples, I don't want them benefiting from my success. If I believed somebody wanted me to go to jail for 40 years, I would not want them to benefit from my success. And if I believed somebody wanted me dead, I would not want them to benefit from my success. She did all 3. Allegedly. Allegedly. We know about 2, definitely. I'm gonna have a full hazmat suit on, and I'm gonna have foam all on me. Cause you know they spray the foam. I'm gonna show up, she gonna open the door. Damn prostitute gonna open the door and shit. I'm gonna have a full hazmat suit on, I'm gonna have foam all over me. You know the shit they was spraying in China? I'm gonna have that shit all over me and shit. I'm like, I'm here for my 5 o'clock. How we doing this? Oh man, can we get those likes up? We got over 200 people here. We could get those likes to like 150, right? Can we get those likes up? All right, first of all, Gooba was not meant to be a dope song. Gooba was meant to talk shit. If Gooba was meant to talk shit, he talked a lot of shit. He did the thing he was trying to do. So I'm just saying. She gonna charge me double. What are you doing? Shit, bitch, I'm trying to make sure we both good. That's what I'm gonna tell her. And you spelled saran wrap wrong, by the way. Also, just so we can be clear, Thicky's really attractive, and she be on IG all the time stunting with no makeup. Could we clap it up for her doing that? She be stunting with no makeup. So I think she want people to look. I feel bad for her because those people sent her down the wrong path, man, and she jumped on it. But it could have been, that's, okay, so I don't know for certain that she had sex with the homies. But all of her actions is the actions of somebody who had sex with the homies. I hope she could, we moving off this topic. I hope she could recover from this. Because I hope everybody do well. Not because I have any affinity towards her. Not because I dislike or like Tekashi. Not because I dislike or like her. I want everybody to do well. Just in general, period. I think we can all win. That's what I always say. And I think we can all win. We just got to get rid of the suckers. Once you get rid of the suckers, you can win. Period. You have suckers around you, it's hard to win. The suckers is going to be holding you back. The suckers is going to be doing sucker shit. You understand what I'm saying? The suckers is going to be going and telling other people your plan so other people can fuck you over. You understand what I'm saying? So as long as we get the suckers out of our camp, anything is possible. So I don't hate her. I don't know her. You understand what I'm saying? I've only had like one conversation with her ever. 2 conversations. You hear my landlord and shit? Shout out to him. So yeah, I I don't have no hard feelings towards her. I know her kid probably hate my guts because of some of the shit that I say over here, but I'm pretty fair. I am pretty fair. And there are probably a lot of people that, only had heard half of whatever it is that I'm talking about. And because it's not the half that they gravitate to or that they like, they upset at me. But if they heard everything or the totality of what I'm talking about, maybe they would say, you know what? He's just being a little fair. You only learn from cleverer people. That's a fact. My landlord is out there yelling and screaming now, right? Because real quick, I'm gonna tell you what my landlord's problem is. My landlord's problem is that he's upset because pretty much, plain and simple, I do a show every day. So while I'm doing my show, I have to talk. So he doesn't like the fact that I have to talk. He's also upset at the lady upstairs because he's always cursing out the lady upstairs. She got 2 little babies. And he's always just cursing her out all day. He be cursing her out for hours. Like, real talk. My landlord will stand right out in front of her door and curse the lady out with the kids upstairs for like 3-4 hours straight. The nigga wake up at like 3-4 o'clock in the morning and he just curse out the lady upstairs. She got kids, yo. That shit is crazy. Shout out to him though. You hear him? 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 No, he's mad because his son just got some pussy. So he don't like no males to have sex. So he's mad also because his son just got a girlfriend or some shit like that he banging. So he mad because his son has a girlfriend and his son is getting pussy. So since his son is getting pussy, he trying to make everybody life crazy. That's literally what happening. He's mad because his fucking grown ass son, who has a job and takes care of him, is getting pussy. Real quick, y'all want to know how I know he's mad about it? Because he was just screaming about it the other day. He was so pissed his son got pussy. That nigga was screaming about, hold on, we gotta stop and talk about this for a minute. That nigga was so mad that his son got some pussy the other day. That nigga was so... Okay, first of all, his son has girlfriends, just so we could be clear. His son got girlfriends. His son absolutely has girlfriends. His son he keeps a girlfriend, all right? But he can't never bring none of his girlfriends home. And he also can't go live with his girlfriends because if he go live with his girlfriends, his father's going to harass him. He's going to drive over to their house where they live and harass them. Shout out to Mr. Jones with the $30 drop. He said that's for lunch. So he's just mad because his son has a woman. The shit is crazy. Listen to him. Listen to him. Listen to him. I told you. I told you. You hear what he's complaining about? He's complaining that I have an online show. I don't know. His son, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. He's just mad his son got some pussy. That's it. He just mad. He's mad his son gets sex. That's it. What the fuck? What the fuck? You hear him? Y'all want to make fun of him for a little while? Hold on. Y'all want to make jokes about him for a little while? We could just make jokes about him for a little while. I'm feeling good. Y'all want to make jokes? I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. He has a wife, but I do think he's gay. I do think he's gay. I'm keeping it a whole stack with you. He has some kind of weird fascination with me. I do think he's gay, though. That's a whole fact. I don't care if he's gay. That's up to him. But I do think he's gay because he got some kind of weird fascination with me. The shit is crazy. I do think he's gay, though. That's a fact. Shout out to him, though. He got a right to be gay. Who are we to tell people who they can love? You can love whoever you want to love, homie. Hold on. Be right back. Nigga funny. Hold on. Hold on, let me tell you. His son is not allowed to have friends unless his son's friends is also friends with him. That's a fact. That's a whole fact. His son is not allowed to have friends unless those people are going to also be his friends. His son's also not allowed to have a girlfriend. But his son can hang out with dudes all day. His son, he wants his son to hang out with dudes all day, but his son is not allowed to have a girlfriend. He's also infatuated with me, and for some strange reason, I don't know what's wrong with him. I really don't understand it. Part of his problem with me is that I won't be his friend. Shout out to that. That shit ain't happening, homie. That shit is crazy. Shout out to him, though. You know what I'm saying? Him being all that loneliness. Nigga wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and yell at I don't know if the lady's a single mother or not. I think she has a man. I don't know if the man actually lives here, though. But I don't know if the man actually lives with her. But check this out. This dude wakes up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go yell at a woman and her 2 kids. And when I say 2 kids, I mean the kids is like 3 and 4 years old. He wakes up 3 o'clock in the morning to go in front of that lady's door and yell at her and curse at her and talk about how much he hates Puerto Ricans. That's his thing. He hates Puerto Ricans. Absolutely hates them. Wakes up at like 3 a.m. to go in front of people's door and yell and scream and curse them out for like an hour or 2. And he go back to bed. That's what he do. As soon as this live is over, he's going to be right outside my door yelling and screaming for like 2 or 3 hours. Shout out to him. He just hates Puerto Ricans. He hates Puerto Ricans. I don't know why. He don't like blacks. He don't like blacks at all, but he hates Puerto Ricans. I don't know why. Since we talking about people abusing mothers with children for no reason whatsoever, let's take a look at this pic. Let's take a look at this real quick.
She got a kid with her. She got a baby with her. She got a kid with her, man. That's too much, man. You're a female, that's too much. She got a mask on. She got a mask on. The baby even got a mask on. That's too much, man.
You still need the mask on. All right, you ain't even gonna get a chance.
7,000 people in the building right now with no mask.
She's not gonna hit a cop. She's not gonna hit a cop. I ain't here, bitch.
You heard her. You can't hit a cop.
Okay, get off me. I'm not hustling. Get me up.
Crazy, bro. Come on, man. That's too much.
If I
Yo, take a kid with her. That's crazy.
I just forget the volume. Y'all already know I do that all the time. All right, so the volume's back up. All right, there's a couple of things I want to say about this real quick, right? Please, if y'all see a situation like that, don't get involved. Don't jump in. Please don't jump in because you're only going to make the situation worse for you and for the person that's getting harassed. This is harassment. That's the police literally harassing that lady. That lady is with a child. Now, I'm going to tell you real quick, please. When the police come, always have your mask on you. All right? For all of us that walk around dressed like this, keep your mask on you. Because that's what they see. This is the thing. Once again, I don't know how often I have to say this. This is the thing. I'm going to tell you what they're doing. I'm trying to explain this to you. I'm going to tell you what they're doing. They're coming up to you and they're saying things to you that is wrong. They're harassing you. And then when you have that energy, because you are being harassed, and when you come at them with that energy, that gives them a reason to now detain you. Now, while they're trying to detain you, if you keep coming with that energy, now they can arrest you. So please, keep your mask with you. When an officer come up and ask you about your mask, don't say nothing. Just put the shit on. That's it. Now, I'm going to tell you what the problem I have with the video, point by point, as far as I can remember. First, she was with her son. They both had masks on. The mask was just not on her face. First thing she should have did when the police even looked at her was put the mask on. Look, we don't got time for the police. Please stop having time for the police. All right? Please stop having time for them. We do not got time for the police. Police come up to you, ask you about your mask. Don't say a word. Don't say, sorry, officer. Don't say, let me get it. Don't say nothing. You put the mask on, thank you, and move. That's it. I know masks are in the law, but the social distancing shit is the new stop and frisk. Pardon me. This social distancing shit is the new stop and frisk. Okay? See, we up on game on the stop and frisk. So that shit was defunct anyway. Also, it's been proven to not be a viable option in our community due to the way that the police are told to use it. That's not a viable option in our community. When a white guy could walk around with guns all day, disclosed under his, he's never going to get checked. But I could just walk around and I could be coming from playing basketball with shorts on and a shirt. You can see I don't got nothing on me. And they still going to stop me because this literally happened to me. And they still going to stop me and want to frisk me just to do it. Another thing. You do not have to have a mask on if you are outside of 6 feet of anyone else. The only reason why you're supposed to wear a mask is if you're going somewhere or if you're going to be somewhere where you're going to be in the proximity of people inside of 6 to 10 feet. If you are, no one's around you, the police can't stop you and ask you about a fucking mask. There's no one around. So think about that for a minute. There was a piece of plastic in my fucking coffee, and it's in the back of my fucking throat. I need a second. I'm not even gonna let y'all go. Hold on, stay right there. I hate when I go to these stores. I'm gonna keep going to that store because I like that store, but I hate when I go to those stores and they don't look inside the cup before they put my contents in the cup. That happens sometimes. When you go to these stores and they're making your coffee or they're making whatever they're making of you, ask them to sometimes look inside of the fucking cup, because sometimes inside of the cup they stack the cups and there be shit in the cups. The people aren't always doing it on purpose. It's sometimes just an accident. Anyway, another thing is she was with her child. I'm going to explain something to you that the slave masters used to do. You know what the slave masters used to do? The slave masters used to abuse the parents in front of the child. The slave masters used to, this is a fucked up thing, the slave masters used to sodomize the fathers in front of the little boys. Shit like that. So they could instill terror in the child. The slave masters used to abuse the women so that when the women was pregnant, they could infuse terror into the child. So all of that shit goes to the child inside of the womb. That shit works too. So when I see that situation where that lady is walking with her child and it didn't have to get like that, they could have just left her alone. She could have just put a fucking mask on her. You know how upset I am at her? I'm upset at them because what they did was wrong. But you know how upset I am at her? Just because you're right, your actions can still fuck you over. You understand what I'm saying? She was right, in my opinion, from what I seen. We don't know what happened prior to that. But up until that point, she was right. The only people that was around her were the police. If they would have left her vicinity, she wouldn't have been within 6 feet of anyone. Therefore, she did not need her mask. Also, why don't we ever see them harassing white people? How come all of these social distancing situations is happening with people of color and none of these, just one? Can I get one social distancing incident in America that happens with white people? Just one. Because we have 3 or 4 every day. Hold on. Check this out.
Okay.
We got 3 or 4 social distancing situations that's happening to us every single day. These people just stop police from going inside of a fucking... First of all, look at them. They're not even social distancing. Imagine if the police walked up on a whole bunch of minorities standing close like this together in front of a store that they was trying to go into because they just got called. What do you think is going to happen? Look, these people are literally standing in front of the police, not allowing them to go in the building. I don't see anybody getting beat up. I don't see anybody getting maced. I don't see anybody getting tased. I don't see any of this. Does anybody else see anybody getting arrested, tased, or maced? I don't see nobody getting beat up. I don't see nobody getting slammed to the floor. I don't see any of that. What up, Deontay? What up, Bring It to Life? I don't see any of that. None of that. Zero of that. So I don't want to hear that the police had to do that to that lady and that child. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Period. The police did not have to do that to that lady and that child. Also, she had a fatty. Could I just say that? Homegirl, if you see this video and you are single, I'm just saying. She had a fatty, yo. I'm just keeping it a stack. James Allen says, but Friday, don't you think that's infringement of a constitutional right? There's no federal law that says that you are mandated to wear a mask. They're trying to strip. Okay, so they passed the social distancing thing, right? Because there's a pandemic. We're not arguing that they can't pass the law. That's not what we should be arguing. We should be arguing that the law is disseminated equally amongst civilians. That's what the argument should be, period. Period. That's what the argument should be. The argument shouldn't be about the law. I keep telling y'all this, and this is why we're behind. I've been telling y'all this for at least a year and a half, 2 years now. It's not the law. It's the way that the police are told to police the law. It's the way that the law is treated. They use the same exact laws for white people as for black people. It's just when they go to apply the law against white people and minorities, they apply it differently. That's it. There's nothing wrong with the law. There's nothing wrong with the whole... There's nothing wrong. Shout out to Black Cuddy. Shout out to the Black Spades. We got the Black Spades up in the house. Black Cuddy says black people don't know their rights, so they take advantage of us. That's a fact. And I get emotionally I get emotionally offended if you speak back. Well, yeah, they get emotionally offended. That's a fact. It's how the law is being enforced. It's not the law in itself. Once again, stop and frisk is a dope fucking law. Stop and frisk is the reason why some of my friends is still alive and some of my other friends is not in jail. And I'm telling you this. I don't know no other way to put it. Stop and frisk is a good law. It's not a bad law. The way that they're applying stop and frisk is some bullshit, though. You get what I'm saying? It's not the law. It's how it's how they're teaching the officers to enforce the law. That's the issue. If we're going to always focus on the law and we're not going to focus on the way that the police is being trained to, or the way that the police are being told to administer the law, then we're paying attention to the wrong thing. First of all, the PBA just came out the other day and tried to put us on the game, right? Hold on. Do I got that available? The PBA just came out the other day and tried to put us on the game. And I can tell because of the way that people have been responding that they haven't been paying attention to the game that the PBA came and put us up on. Check this out real quick. The PBA said the cowards who run this city has given us nothing but vague guidelines and mixed messages. He's literally telling you that they're telling us to police differently. Leaving the cops on the street corners to fend for themselves. Nobody has a right to interfere with a police action, but now that the inevitable backlash has arrived, they are once again throwing us under the bus. Literally, that's coded up like crazy, by the way. That's mad code. But literally, they're telling you, they're told to police differently in different locations. Then it goes on to say, meanwhile, those same politicians are still watering down our laws. They're forced to, look, listen. The politicians are forced to change things in the law, which was already a good law, due to the way that they're telling the police to enforce the law. So they have to keep fucking with the law, taking things out of the law and putting things into the law, even though they know they're going to still send those police out there and tell them to police the law the same way that they have already been policing the law. That's why the police is mad and they're like, they throwing us under the bus. Then it goes on to say, releasing real criminals and discouraging proactive enforcement of fair evasion and quality of life issues. First of all, I'm 100% for we should definitely stop people from evading fears. You can't have people just hopping the train. You just can't do that. But the quality of life problems and issues, I think the big problem with the quality of life thing is you shouldn't be getting arrested for quality of life problems. You should be getting a fucking DAT. How are you arresting somebody for drinking a beer in public? That shit don't even make sense. You're going to arrest the person for drinking, not being publicly intoxicated, not publicly doing shit they're not supposed to be doing, but you're going to arrest them for drinking a beer in public instead of just giving them a ticket. If you see somebody pissing behind the car and nobody is over there, so they're not exposing themselves, there's no reason to arrest that person. If you feel like it, give them a ticket, give them a warning. The problem is that they're arresting people for quality of life issues when people shouldn't be getting arrested for quality of fucking life issues. People should be getting DAT tickets or they should be getting warnings. We're not talking about a crime. We're talking about quality of life issues. We just be clear on that. We're not talking about a crime. The person drinking a beer in public shouldn't be put in jail. They shouldn't be arrested. The person, I don't know, nowadays smoking a blunt shouldn't be arrested. But I bet you if they see a black person smoking a blunt, they might get arrested. If they see a white person smoking a blunt, they're going to get a DAT. You get it? It's not the law. It's the application of the law that makes the law unfair. I think we need the stop and frisk law. I might be one of the very few people that think we need the law. But since our police can't enforce the law appropriately, we got to get rid of the law. I think we need the law, but we can't have the law. Does that make sense? We need the law. The law is important to have. The law is important, but we cannot have the law because the police, the way the police are enforcing the law, if that makes any sense. Jay Way says the cops are wrong most of the time, but once you go against the authority, whether or not they are wrong, things will escalate real quick. Once again, I'm tired of saying this, but I'm going to say this as many times as needed. There are police officers that they're going to come up to you and you will be doing nothing wrong. They're going to purposely get into an interaction with you so it could turn into an altercation. You have done nothing wrong. They will invade your rights, your privacy, your everything in hopes that you're going to get angry, in hopes that you're going to lose your temper, in hopes that you're going to raise your voice. That's why they do this. That's why whenever a police officer comes up to you, start thinking intelligently. Stop thinking emotionally. You got it? This is what they are doing. Not all police officers. But think about it like this. Let's say you got a really good police officer, right? He's not breaking in. He's doing his job the way he's supposed to be doing his job. So now that means that he's not arresting as many as that douchebag over there that's just arresting people for whatever they find them for. That officer right there that's doing his job the right way, that's not going out there arresting nobody for bullshit reasons, he's going to be seen as a person that's not being productive. He's going to be seen as a person that's not doing his job because he's not arresting enough people. They don't care that the area that he works in is safe. The area he work in being safe don't mean shit. He work in the hood. It don't matter if the hood is safe. What matters is that you're bringing in these young black dudes so we can fucking fingerprint them and put them in the system. So that officer that's doing his job the right way and not arresting people for no reason, he's not going to get any promotions. He's not going to be seen within the police as like he's doing his job the right way. You get what I'm saying? But when you the dickhead police officer that's beating people up and doing bullshit, they're going to throw you up the ranks as quick as shit. Don't you notice all of these people that we keep finding out be doing some bullshit? They get promoted. We keep finding out about people that's been getting promoted like crazy. They got all of these medals, and these are the main people that's out there taking our rights from us, invading our civil rights. DSTN says in Baltimore, that's what brown bag was for. As long as you weren't disorderly and the police didn't see the label, they didn't bother you. Waste of resources to arrest any. It's absolutely a waste of resources to be looking around for people drinking beers to arrest them. That's crazy. Vanessa says in Australia, the police treat Arabs like shit, and that ain't fair. That ain't fair. Thanks for telling me that. I'm never going to Australia. How do they treat black people? I'm just curious. So that's the type of energy. You feel me? Once again, if you're a police officer and you're not out there doing bullshit, you're not going to be able to get promoted. You're not going to be able to get raises. You're not going to be able to do better, and you're not going to be able to advance. You understand what I'm saying? That's the issue. You got the guy that's a good police officer that went and came and did this job for the right reason, and he see the douchebags that's beating up people, raping women, that's doing all type of different bullshit. He see them getting promoted. He going home to his wife and they got money problems. Once again, police need a raise. The police need a raise. They need to start off the gate making more money. There's no reason in the world why a police officer should be making less than $50,000 a year in New York City. If I don't know how much they make, but a police officer should definitely be making 50 to 60 starting. There go my landlord again. You hear him? A police officer should be making $50,000 to $60,000 minimum. I'm talking about out the gate. Out the gate. Right? Then now if you're paying them real money, they're going to want to keep that real job. You got a police officer making $35,000 a year. He can go do a different job that doesn't put his life at risk and make $40,000 a damn year. Teachers need raises too. That's a whole fact. Teachers and police need raises. Teachers and police are our infrastructure. Teachers and police are the first things that our kids see as how do you say? I'm not saying role models, but as authority figures. You know, besides the parents and the grandparents, Police officers and teachers are the first people that kids see as authority figures. So we need to make sure that these people are paid appropriately. Let's make sure they paid appropriately. Let's make sure that when they lose their job, it hurt. You get it? When they lose their job, it should hurt. When they doing shit they not supposed to be doing and they lose their job, it should hurt. So pay them money so that if they want to keep their job. So they don't want to just beat on people for no reason. So they could get shit in their regular personal lives that can make them happier. You feel me? No, the higher ups don't get. Look at him just yelling. I told you. When was he was out here? A couple of minutes ago, wasn't he? A couple of minutes ago, he was out here, right? First of all, my landlord is like a super alcoholic, so he don't sleep. I just want to let y'all know. He don't sleep. So he don't. Oh, real quick thing I want to put y'all on about alcoholism real quick. When you're an alcoholic, you don't sleep. You pass out. So your body never gets the appropriate rest. And that's why a lot of alcoholics is that's one of the reasons, besides the organ problems, why a lot of alcoholics have black around the eyes. Just so you know. Anyway, there's also kidney problems. When you start having real bad kidney problems, you start getting black around the eyes, just for people that, just to let y'all know when your kidneys are really going bad. That's a fact. That's why I detox everybody. I need a detox. Everybody put me on, somebody hit me in my DMs and tell me about a detox. I want to do a detox 3-4 days, with however you're supposed to do a detox. I want to do a detox. Somebody please hit me in my DMs. Tell me where I could start. Yes, I think police officers need better incentive. I think police officers need a higher wage. They need to get paid. There's no reason in the world why somebody should be a police officer in New York City and make less than fucking $50,000 a year. I don't even know what police officers make. Can somebody tell me the average police, real quick, let's just look at this. Average police salary. Let's look at starting police salary. Starting. Police, it looks like they start off at about $45,000 a year. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, so the annual salary is around $53,000. They making about $25 an hour. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Maybe they don't need a raise. Maybe they just not doing their job right. Yeah, I'm gonna hit Inky up. He'll tell me about a detox. That's a fact. Maybe I have him come on the show and we could discuss a detox. That's a fact. Maybe they need a little bit more of a raise. I think 53,000 to 60 is good. Maybe we bump them up to 60 to 65,000 a year. Maybe we pay them more and get less. Get it? Maybe we stop having people that don't understand our community policing in our community. Maybe we start having people that understand the community policing in the community. Instead of having outsiders come to a community and try to police a community and don't even understand the customs. That don't even make sense. Black Cuddy says, one major thing is there's a lot of active police officers with psychological issues and it's not being addressed. First of all, just so we could be clear, I think police officers should go see either psychologist or a psychologist. Every single police officer should have to go see one at least twice a month. Period. Minimum. Twice a month. I think once a week, actually. But twice a month, every single police officer should have to go talk to somebody for 10 to 15 minutes. Period. Period. Freaking the profession in America where the most domestic violence is committed at is in the police. Police commit more domestic violence than any other profession. How do you get commission for being a police officer? If you get a drug bust, you get a percentage of it? I'd be busting drugs all day. Yes, they need to definitely have a That only happens if they're under investigation. That's a fact, Mimi Martinez, but we need to stop that. It needs to be mandatory for every single police officer, whether they're in blues or whether they're a detective or whether they're a chief or whoever the hell they are, to at least go see somebody at least twice a month. See okay, so the official crown of Tresses Organic says no raise, monitor their behavior, teach them how to interact without intimidation, psych exams at least 4 times a year. Okay, so the psych exams definitely 4 times a year. That's great. I still want them to go speak to somebody for at least 10 to 15 minutes a couple of times a month. Teach them how to interact without intimidation. You're not going to be able to teach people who are intimidated to interact without intimidation. You do understand this, right? You do understand why you want people from the community policing the community, right? Because somebody that comes from outside of the community, they're going to feel intimidated 9 times out of 10. If they're one police officer and you got 6 dudes from the hood standing around them niggas is going to get scared. I don't care what you say. So why don't we have more people from our communities policing our communities? I know what they're scared of. They're scared of like the shit the mob was doing when the mob was buying police officers off in order for them to be able to do whatever they mob shit is. I get you, but right now we have a totally other issue. That's a problem for another day. That's 1. 3, that was 2. 3, you said monitor their behavior. First of all police officers' behaviors need to be monitored. That's an actual job that they should have in every single precinct, and the person who should do that job should not be an employee of the police department. They should not be an employee of NYPD. They need to be an employee of a or they should have every single police precinct should have at least 1 office in it with some people that are employees of a whole different branch of some shit that monitors that specific station. That's a fact. And you said no raise. I think they should get a raise because we have to give people incentives. If you give an individual more duties, but you don't give them more money, there's going to be a problem. So whenever you give somebody more duties, you have to give them more money. That's just the way that goes. That's a fact. I just taught you how to be a boss, by the way. I just gave you some advice on how to be a boss. That's the whole fact. Fuck internal affairs. We need a whole nother branch. Internal affairs is obviously not doing their job. Internal affairs can only show up when there's already a complaint being made. I'm saying in every single precinct, we need someone there that is gonna monitor even before complaints are made to make sure that the police are doing their job appropriately. Sometimes you got to have a motherfucker looking over somebody's shoulder to make sure that they clean those dishes. Get it? Jay Way says they need better communication training. I agree, but once again, if you have a police officer who is intimidated, how do you expect them to react? Do y'all understand a lot of these situations are happening because the police are intimidated and scared? Y'all do understand this, right? A lot of people, once again, a lot of police officers are doing this weirdo shit because they are intimidated and scared. Communication isn't going to fix that problem. Once again, once you are an authority figure and feel above someone, you feel you can talk to someone any kind of way. Once again, we're talking about people who are scared. A lot of these police officers are scared. All right, that's why they're shooting us. They're scared. That's why they're jumping on us with 8, 9, 10 different people. They're scared. That's why they're arresting us for no reason. They're scared. That's why they want to always throw people in handcuffs before they talk to you. They're scared. And this is not me saying nothing, trying to disrespect them. I'm just saying. If you had people that knew the community, that fear will only be there if it had reason to be there. You understand what I'm saying? You're putting people in a situation that they know nothing about and then expecting for them to act emotionally appropriate. That's not going to happen. Some of them are scared, man. You don't you think every single police officer that does the bullshit, you think all of them is doing that because of hate. That's how ignorant that is. Nobody is doing anything because of one simple reason. When I say fear, I'm actually encompassing a lot of different things. You walk up on a police officer, these guys are scared, man. I'm telling you, you don't gotta believe me. Believe what you want to believe. Don't believe me. I don't know what I'm talking about. But how many other things have I told you and I've been spot on? Not gonna go work in the zoo if I'm scared of animals. I'm agreeing with you, DSTN. 100%. Once again, because of that mindset that you have, you're all, and everybody that thinks like you're thinking right there, you're never gonna be able to evolve. You understand what I'm saying? Because I know police officers that don't hate the community. And I literally had a police officer, that a dude that was a family member of mine. He was a police officer, and that motherfucker was as dirty as they come. That nigga was stealing drugs from the drug dealers, and then after he was stealing drugs from the drug dealers, he was then taking the drugs home and using them. So and selling some of them. So I'm just telling you, he was robbing drug dealers right and left. I'm telling you, he was a family member of mine. He was robbing drug dealers right and left. So I say all that to say this. If you think that the police is doing what they doing just because they hate everybody in the community, then you're an idiot. I don't know no other way to say that. That whole entire way of thinking is like 10-year-old thinking. So maybe you just a child, and I'm not going to engage with you no more in conversation. I like ever again. Lee Vincent said, great show, Jack Frost. Love how you just straight up and tell the truth. Always with Lee. Shout out to England. Once again, shout out to, I don't know what Hereford is. I never heard of Hereford. Shout out to Hereford. Shout out to everybody from across the pond. That's a fact. There you go, we just kicked you out. You're gonna come back with ba next, right? Then I'm gonna kick that name. You're gonna come out with ka next, and I'm gonna kick that name. You're gonna come out with da next, right? I got you. Don't worry, we're gonna kick them all. Can we get bags for and can we also get pre-bags for ba? Because he's probably gonna come back with a whole bunch of B's. So can we get bags for both of those? Can we get the bags for the dude we just kicked out, and the bags for his account that we're gonna kick out when he come back with the next one? Also, we got like 200 people in here. Can we get those likes up to like 150? Send out more notifications. Yeah, my relative that was a dirty cop, I never heard about him shooting or killing anybody, by the way. I'm just going to say that. I did hear about him robbing the shit out of drug dealers all the time. But back in the 80s, that's what it was. Like, back in the 80s, like the 80s was just a different time, y'all. Back in the 80s, when the police robbed you, you was mad, but you went home. In the 90s is when they start robbing you and then taking you to jail, and they still robbed you. In the 80s, they'd rob you and send you home. In the 90s is when they really started going hard in New York City with the robbing you. You know what I'm saying? And then also taking you to jail. Yeah, there was definitely... Shout out to Stay Wise. Stay Wise, we're going to read this comment. For some reason, back in the day, police and goons had a certain type of respect. You want to know why? Because the police officers knew the goons. Darren Watson says, thanks, BBN. They just decided to not even come out to where I'm at. They were like super scared 80s. Shh, facts. I'm trying to tell you. War with Casualties says, not gonna lie, Jack. If we was to form a group, you would need to be part of the committee. Appreciate your work, King. Appreciate you. That's a whole fact. What kind of group are you talking about, by the way? DM me. Anthony Upton says, I know a dirty cop. Never heard of him shooting anyone either. Definitely be like Debo. I don't know a dirty cop that wants to go out there and kill a nigga. I know some, I'm telling you right now, I had an uncle. Him and his partner was dirty as shit. their thing, I think their thing was not to get into gunfights. Their thing was not to have shootouts. You understand what I'm saying? They just want the money and the drugs, and or take you to jail, depending on how they was feeling that day. They wasn't trying to kill you, depending on how they was feeling that day. That's a whole fact. I'm telling you. Shout out to E Money Bags. He says Giuliani was doing that. I can't fuck with Giuliani at all. That's a whole fact. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's out there shouting. He's out there mad because he can't raise our rent. He's mad because I make money and he wants more of my money. No, nigga. No. No, you're not. Not happening. 0. I'm one of them people that if you war with me, I'm gonna be like, fuck it. I guess we both gotta die. I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people. I be like, yo, I'm not gonna lie. I be getting into beefs with people over some bullshit that I don't even care about. And I just be like, fuck it. I guess we both got I guess that person ain't gonna give in. I ain't gonna give in. Fuck it. And that's what kind of time I be on. So please don't start trouble with me. Because I'm not going to give in. I'm not going to give a fuck. Look at that guy. He's mad that he can't get my money. He's mad he can't. He's mad that I make money and I'm not. He wants to. Okay, so basically what happened was after they found out how much money I not important. But when they found out that we're doing good on YouTube, he wanted to try to raise our rent. This is the same guy that's mad whenever his son gets pussy. Let's remember that. This is the same guy that if his son has sex, he's ready to kill everybody. His son is not allowed to have sex. Same guy. He's gonna make his son life hell if his son even thinks about pussy. Same guy. His son had a girlfriend. That dude used to emotionally and psychologically abuse her every single day. Every single day. You're just sitting in the house and you just hear him cursing her because he hates Puerto Ricans. So you're just sitting in the house and a black kid called the police on him the other day. The other day, a black kid was walking past our house. Hold on, because while he's yelling, I want to talk about this shit. The other day, a black kid was walking past our house. He did something to the black kid. The black kid called the police. I'm walking down the block. I see the police in front of the house. I said, nah, nigga. I turned around and went the other way. I don't know why y'all there. I'm not doing this. I saw the police standing in front of our house with the black kid talking to the fucking landlord. I said, he hates blacks and he hates Puerto Ricans. Hates them. So every time I see somebody black or Puerto Rican in my neighborhood talking to them, I'm not going to lie. I just be like, you a fucking coon. Like, I'm not going to lie. Every time I see any black or Puerto Rican person talking to him, dealing with him, being cool with him, I'm like, you a fucking coon. Governor Cuomo said rent's a dub till August. That's right. The governor said he gets his rent. He can eat a dick. But that's right. The government said that the governor of New York City said that the rent don't got to be paid till August. Wow. I'm getting too old for this shit. I'm not going to lie. I like clowning on this nigga because I don't like him. I don't like him. I like clowning on him. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I be wanting him to go yell so I can say jokes about his stupid ass. I'm not going to lie. No, everybody know he's a dick. What are you talking about? This guy stands on the porch and curses people out and yells out into the street about how he don't like blacks and Puerto Ricans. And then these same blacks and Puerto Ricans that live in the neighborhood go be cool with him. No, nigga, we ain't gonna be cool. You can eat a dick. He got his son tooth knocked out, by the way. He was outside one day, like 2-3 years ago, some shit like that, starting beef with somebody and got his son into a situation where his son got his tooth knocked out. That's crazy. He ain't talking no more. I'm just still going on about the bullshit. Yeah, the dude, how you gonna get your son tooth knocked out? Gonna get your son beat up? That's crazy. let's get back to what we was talking about. That was a nice intermission, by the way. You know what? I'm going to make this a full... Yeah, he got his son's tooth knocked out. That's crazy. He got his son's tooth knocked out because he's always starting trouble with people for his son to go fight for him, right? His son usually just show up and try to talk it down, just to be honest with you. His son don't show up and be like wanting to smoke. His son is usually like, come on, man. You know my pops. You know he got a problem. That's how the son usually try to go about the situation. So he gets his son beat up. Anytime his son has a girlfriend or has sex, he harasses the woman to try to run her off. His son isn't allowed to have sex. Also, his son's only allowed to have male friends. And his son is only allowed to have friends if they're his friend. So that's this guy. Shout out to that. We actually got to pull up out of here, not for nothing. We at 140. We probably going to be discussing this situation with the police again tonight. I hope y'all come pull up with us. We're going to have a couple of other things to talk about. We're going to, every day, we're going to talk a little bit about Tekashi. You already know. All right, so don't even come in here and say, are we talking about Tekashi again? It's the fucking BBN Network. We're going to talk about Tekashi almost every damn day if something happens. All right? If nothing happens, I might go search out something and find something. I can. With that being said, yeah, he's like Mr. Roper. Mr. Roper was the hater. Now he's like Mr. Furley. Because I think, not for nothing, I think that nigga gay for real, though. I think my landlord gay. I think my landlord like me. I ain't gonna lie. I think he like me. That's a whole fact. I think the nigga gay. Yeah, they don't get mad at Vlad. I'm not gonna stop doing what I'm doing. Fuck wrong with you? Yo, look, I want everybody to enjoy y'all day today. Yo, look, I love y'all. All right, so come pull up to the Tonight Show tonight. Also, cop your merch. Cop your merch. We got the Frost merch going on. We got 3 different iterations of the designs for the Frost merch. Link is in the description. We got the Green Team merch. Everybody on the Green Team, I need y'all to cop Green Team t-shirts or whatever the fuck. Send me the pics. I'm putting something together. I need everybody that's a part of the Green Team to cop Green Team merch. Cop the merch. Take a picture of it. Send me the picture of the merch. You're part of the Green Team. I'm trying to put something together. Work with me. Also, in addition to that, you don't have to just give us still footage. You can actually do a little video. What I want to do is, you know how they do like the challenges? I want to have a Green Team challenge, right? And we want to do a challenge thing for like the Green Team. I got this dope ass fucking idea that I want to put together, but I need for some of y'all, people that want to be a part of that are part of the Green Team and are involved in this, I need for y'all to absolutely cop the merch, and I need y'all to hit me on the DM so we can put this thing together. So in the next month or two, we could have like something like on IG, like when they do the Don't Rush challenge. I want to do a challenge, and I want to have a BBN challenge. Copy? All right? So cop the Green Team merch. Send me the pics. When I find out how many people got pics with them in the Green Team merch, at least 10 to 12 maybe, then when we do that, we're going to put together our own challenge. Let's do that. BBN. Fuck them other niggas. Shout out to that. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification game. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.